Beth, I really appreciate you taking some time to come and not only have a conversation with us, but also to really help enlighten some of the investors and donors that made this happen. So from your perspective, what was the gap that you saw at West Fargo Schools, and how did United Way investors really help make this partnership happen?
We have seen the need for this type of program in West Fargo schools for many years. And what we were seeing is that some of our children did not have access to books. They did not have access to playtime with a peer where they could engage. They were really coming in behind because, I don't know if you know this, Thomas, but a child at 4 years old who lives in poverty has 30 million fewer words that they've heard than a child not living in poverty. So these children were coming and they had needs right from the get-go in kindergarten. And we really wanted to give them an opportunity to be successful that first year and to close the achievement gap and the poverty in our community.
So you're a growing district, I'm pretty well aware. I think most of us are pretty well aware of that. How many kindergartners are you expecting in West Fargo this year?
Well, currently we have over 1,000. The number varies daily. They are moving in, and so we have many, many kindergartners, and we have many, many kindergarten teachers. And what they're telling us is that they want these children to have the same access to the resources that are available for so many children, but not available for others.
So walk us through. So, I mean, obviously the video does a really nice job of talking about the types of experiences, but here locally, what kind of experiences are these kids getting at this center because of this partnership?
This is really exciting because our children, they have access to preschool during the day, but then they have access to childcare, quality childcare, on the periods where there's not preschool. And we knew that there was a need for high-quality preschool and childcare. So these children are getting time to play in a nurturing environment. They're getting access to books. They're getting access to other resources. They get to play inside, outside. They get rest time. And you may not know this, but they also get breakfast, lunch, and a light supper. So they feel nutrition, they have a healthy body, and they're healthier emotional as well.
Well, absolutely. I mean, it's the whole child approach. It's not just looking at the academic activities. And I think oftentimes people say, well, why are you putting 4-year-olds in school? It's not school. It's an opportunity for them to learn and socialize with their peers. And so to see this all come together is first and foremost because of the partnerships that we have in the community, because of our investors. But I want to zoom back out for a second and talk about the broader community. For those that may not have kids who need access to pre-K services, what does a partnership like this mean for our entire community?
Well, as a community, we know that children who start school and they're already behind in kindergarten, we're going to need to intervene. And those interventions are not cheap. They are not what we want to be doing for students. So it's much better if we intervene early and give them the resources they need so that later, when they're in the school, we're not needing to intervene. Also, many of our parents need to work. They're working their way out of poverty. They need to make a living. And affordable childcare and affordable preschool is not really an option for some of those families. Right. And so by giving them the opportunity to work, we're filling jobs that are needed in our community. The child is getting the needs that they have met. And I think it's really a benefit for everybody, a win-win.
I absolutely think it's a win-win-win. And again, we could not do that without your leadership, without the partnership of many folks that have made this happen. The folks at West Fargo who helped us crunch the numbers to make sure that it could work. The YMCA obviously providing these programs to kids at this center. And most importantly, all of you sitting right here, because you absolutely made this happen. So thank you so very much for what you do. Beth, it's awesome to have you here to share this with us, and we are so excited about this partnership. We really do appreciate your time.
United Way has been here for West Fargo Schools for many years in many capacities, and the dollars are going to our community. And if we can do anything together that's going to close the achievement gap and to end poverty in our community, we appreciate that help. And the YMCA stepping up and helping us with that early childhood care that we are not familiar with in the school, it really couldn't have happened without everybody working together. So we're very happy with our preschool, and it's a reason to celebrate. It's probably the biggest thing in a very long time for West Fargo Schools. We're building schools all the time, but we now have a preschool for our 4-year-olds.
It's because of you guys. So thank
Yes.
you so
Thank
much.
you.
Beth.
Yes, very good. Thank you.